Good afternoon. How are you today, my positive peeps? Welcome back to the Spirit of the Cosmos. Beautiful day. It is gorgeous outside. What are you doing today? Are you watching TV? Are you playing video games? Are you reading? Spending time with the family? Are you undergoing a spiritual awakening? I got your attention on that one, didn't I? So before we get started, a reminder. It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Down in the description below, I have a link to Dr. Susan Love's Research Foundation. Please visit the website, donate, join the army of women, and let's find a cure for this disease. It has taken too many lives now. And if you know someone who is a survivor, give them a hug. Tell them how tough and strong they are and that you're there for them. So let's get started. Spiritual awakening. What is it? How did you come by it? How did this video find you? It's all linked. There's no such things as coincidence. So what is a spiritual awakening? A spiritual awakening is when you realize that the realities around you are not all that there is. When you realize things such as television, why do they call it programming? Because you're being programmed. When you no longer want to follow the script of the world, when you no longer want to follow what is handed to you, when you realize that there is an infinite universe and infinite possibilities, when you realize there is mind over matter. Now, for some people, a spiritual awakening can be religious, it can be philosophical, it can be really anything you want it to be. But there are common symptoms of a spiritual awakening. Now, how did you come across your spiritual awakening? Did you start reading the Law of One material? The raw material? Did you see something in the sky and can't explain it? Were you visited by a spirit or an apparition? Or did you just see something and realize that it was there and it was real? This happens to many people, but many people choose to ignore it. But you have not. It has hit you right here in the heart. It has energized the mind. It has ignited your senses. You look around now and say, hey, there's a lot more to this than we know. What are some symptoms of a spiritual awakening that you might be having? All of a sudden, you feel smarter, faster, quicker. You can think faster than you ever have. You feel better than ever. You might not be sleeping much. You might be interested in things like nature all of a sudden, or meditation, or connecting with people. You might feel energy flowing through you, an unlimited source of energy. Some people might sleep 4 hours a night when they used to sleep 10 or more, and they feel even better with less sleep. Other symptoms include you might feel an overwhelming sense of positivity. You might want to share all your love and knowledge with the universe, with everyone around you. You might have a natural tendency to repel negativity all of a sudden. There also are negative side effects. The lack of sleep. Some people do not take that well. Others draw strength from it. Some people have a hard time beginning the meditation process. But let me tell you the secret to meditation. You decide how you meditate. If the Law of One material brought you to this video, and the Law of One hit you here, then you have to realize only you decide how you meditate. There is no wrong way to meditate. I personally like to meditate using a crystal therapy, where I select various crystals. Speaking of, my chakra crystals recharging in the beautiful sun, selecting crystals, gemstones, and meditating with them, talking to them. They have vibrations just like you and I, so there's nothing wrong with that. Some people talk to animals, some people talk to trees. You talk to whatever you'd like. Mr. and Mrs. Tree right here, I tell you what, you can't keep them separated. Grounding them didn't work. Other negative symptoms might include an overwhelming itching or heat from the body. You might be having hot flashes. However, you don't feel bad. You are just producing a lot of heat. This is because when your mind awakens to the cosmos, energy flows in, energy flows out. Before, you had a wall up. You were doing this. I don't want to see reality. And now you're like this and like this, and you're letting it all in. Instead of looking down on your phone all day like a lot of people do, you're now looking up at the sky. That's coming in, that's energy coming in, and that's beautiful. Use that. So now you have a choice with spiritual awakening. You can continue to dive into the knowledge that piques your interest, and like I said before, if the law of one material brought you here, then listen. You pick what you want to know. If you are interested in a particular topic, go for it. Every topic, every subject of the law of one is not for everyone. We are all different, yet we're all one. But you are a unique and beautiful person, and you need to find stuff, material, subjects, topics in the law of one that makes you a unique and beautiful person even more. What your cup of tea is not mine. So as I was saying, you now have a choice. You can continue down the path, and it's a beautiful path. It gets better and better day by day also, just FYI. Or you can choose to ignore it. There's nothing wrong with either one. If you choose to ignore it, that's fine. Maybe you're not ready right now. But if you are ready, keep going. It will get better and better and better. You will discover things about yourself that you've never been able to discover before. You will find an inner strength and energy that you never even knew was there. And it's great. I recommend it for everyone, if you are beginning to awaken. So I hope this video helped you on your spiritual awakening, questions that you might have, concerns you might have. It is a different experience for everyone, but there is a unique similarity, and some of the things I've gone over today cover that. But remember, only you can walk your spiritual path. People will be on the sides cheering you on, but they can only cheer you on. It is up to you to decide how your path should go, where it should go, and where it should lead. As the French philosopher Pierre de Chardin said, you are not a human being in search of a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being experiencing a human experience. Just remember, you are a unique and beautiful person. You have an internal, eternal soul that will never die. Take power in that. Draw strength from that eternal soul. That energy coming in from the cosmos, the universe, into you, now that you have taken the blindfold off. I hope you're working on opening that third eye also. That is fun. Talk about a trip. I might cover that in a video later. I thank you for watching the Spirit of the Cosmos. Have a fantastic day. You are unique and you are beautiful. Remember that. Spread positivity and love. Let the trees hug. Recharge your crystals if you haven't done it this week. Meditate. Reflect. And the best for last, the number one tip I can give you on your spiritual awakening is, if it's too much, too soon, take a break. You have eternity to figure it out. And even then you still won't. There is no end to it. It builds on itself. So take a break. Thank you again for watching the Spirit of the Cosmos.